It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Utah Jazz. For this Utah squad, they've been dealing with a lot of challenges. They'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. And the Warriors head coach, former three-point ace, Steve Kerr, he has deep knowledge of the game. Also, some front office experience. He's helped establish a great culture for this organization, Kenny.
Well, he set some core values, you know. He wanted you to have compassion, competitiveness, and mindfulness. You know, throw in a sprinkle of joy, and then all of a sudden
You have the makings of a great day.
No doubt. There it is, and a lot of fun to play.
And you know, with all those great recipes, Kenny, I think it's part of how they lured KD to the team. Got to credit Steve. He helped lay the blueprint.
Has your day been filled with compassion and mindfulness and joy so far, Shaq?
Always sit next to you, Ernie.
Oh man. Yeah. How about you, Kenny?
Oh, man, you just put some butter on that toast, man. Golly.
Don't forget the jam.
I hope this show never ends.
The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. The road trip ends for the Jazz here as they leave for Utah right after the game. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
You know, sometimes during the season, Kevin, as long as it is, teams just go through that blase period. And that's basically what I sense is going on here. You can't put a finger on any one or two things. It's just a matter of it not clicking and trying to figure it out.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson continues to be happy with his role on the Warriors. He said winning is so much fun. It's one thing to put up numbers, and it's another to sacrifice and be on the best team in the NBA. I'll take the latter every time. At the end of the day, people are going to remember championships. That's what it's all about. That's absolutely right. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's the mindset you have to have. In the end, winning titles should be the ultimate goal. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. And so off the tip, it's Utah. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Johnson is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Favors, and it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. Here's Mitchell. Pachulia with the steal, pushing it up by himself. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Love it when Klay Thompson has his head up, always looking to feed the cutter. This time his teammate wide open.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. Mitchell dishes to Ingles. Utah the rebound. That shot is off. And so it's Golden State with it, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And there's the call on Pachulia. That's his first foul. We're about 1 minute into the first. Rubio, the pass to Mitchell. He kicks to Ingles. They double him with Green. Inside, 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Livingston. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass. Oh!
Yes, sir. And there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And Green slams it in.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
Here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up for the finish. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, Draymond went straight to the hoop that time. No wiggle room. And scores.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Rubio dishes to Favors. Mitchell kicks to Johnson. Trying to get back on track. Rubio with a wide open look. Tipped away.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Here's Mitchell. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
That has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
Oh!
Yeah. Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brett, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern-day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Jazz trail by 11. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Rubio, the pass to Mitchell. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 10 points for Draymond Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Johnson kicks to Rubio. And Durant comes to help. From deep Ingles. Utah with a fresh 24. Johnson, good.
Well, Joe Johnson's a very patient player who likes to get inside for his shots as well, possessing a very nice touch down low.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Here's Rubio, following the score by Golden State. Favors with the screen. Johnson against Durant. Favors with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Here's Durant.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. That finish.
And if you're open, Draymond Green will find you. He's got a great feel.
Jazz trail by 15. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Dishes to Ingles. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Here is Rubio. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Joe Ingles hits from deep. Ingles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Durant attacking, and then Durant with the jam.
With that unique ability to absorb contact on the drive and not let it affect the shot, Durant proving once again how tough a guy he can be.
Now, here's Rubio. Johnson, a wide open look. Another miss by Johnson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Durant gets it to go.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Here is Favors. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The three from Johnson. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Thompson. Mitchell dishes to Johnson. Now the feed to Ingles. Favors sets the pick for Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 6. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Thompson. Another shot. And Pachulia finishes it off.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jazz shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Utah calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Thompson. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistent.
Kicks it to Mitchell. It's stolen by Livingston. And they're on the break. Here's Pachulia. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the veteran Pachulia is a physical presence, a guy you hate playing against, but someone you love if he's on your team.
So, Brent, you averaged 21 points a game your senior year in college. What adjustments did you have to make to really score at the NBA level?
Well, I didn't have to ask for the ball much in college, but by my first year in the pros, Kevin, I had to do that. I said, I'm open over here.
Right.
Really, it was just a matter of being comfortable within the system. And then there's always that proving ground, Kevin. Those first 6 months as a rookie or a first-year player that's getting ample time, you just want to prove that you're capable of handling your business in the league, and that all happened for me in my rookie year with the Los Angeles Clippers.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant, and Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Favors. Jerebko comes in for Joe Ingles. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Johnson. Rodney Hood subbed in for Mitchell.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah. A huge mistake, letting him establish that kind of position down low.
The defense 101, don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Rubio, the pass to Udo. They double him with Green. Here's Jerebko. His three-pointers off the mark. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
Here is Udo after the made shot from Klay Thompson. No coverage that time. Hood's got his first 2 points. Baseline try, and another basket for Golden State.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Udo kicks to Sefolosha. And a wide-open look for Hood. Nailed from three-point land. Hood's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Sefolosha after the miss from Andre Iguodala. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Now here's Rubio. He has 6. Sefolosha with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Shot clock at 6. Good, kicks to Jerebko. The offensive rebound. Udo, the layup off target.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure. It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
The tray. Jerebko can't get it to go.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots, and they dodged the bullet there.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
And the second free throw, good.
Iguodala's leadership is really unsurpassed. Steve Kerr calling him the adult in the room. His teammates definitely listen and respect all things that he offers up.
Sefolosha kicks to Hood. Releases from 15. The Warriors pull it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
McCaw misses. Jazz trail by 21. Here's Rubio. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Like seeing Cephalosha dish the rock that time. Good awareness at finding the open man.
And it's Green missing.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Jerebko can't get it to go.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hood can't get it to go.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there, and he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Utah has possession. After the Warriors pick up 3, they get a hand on it. Rubio outside. Jerebko kicks to Cephalosha. Now the dish to Hood. Another miss by Utah. Hood's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Down low. And Green with the basket on the assist by Iguodala. Green's got 18 points.
Man, I love to see Draymond Green getting hot from the field. We'll see if the other guys keep finding him.
.34 seconds left in the first quarter. The layup off target. Now here is Cephalosha. He's covered by Iguodala to end the run. David West grabs the miss. Here's McCaw. Covered by Hood. McCaw misses. Now here is Cephalosha. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Young outside, over Burks. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
Well, you like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is too. How far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
Cook out there with McCaw. Then there's West, and there's Iguodala. And it's Young in at the 3. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From deep, Iguodala. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the arc Iguodala has on his three-point shots, almost like he's drawing rain from time to time.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can. And you can write. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Young comes over to help. Nice ball movement by Utah. Rubio sets the pick for Burks. Hood for 3. And it's Hood again missing.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Now here is Cephalosha after the miss from Andre Iguodala. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And another basket for Golden State.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Udo kicks to Rubio. Here's Cephalosha. That's tipped. Here is Cook. Covered by Rubio. Cook, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Rubio kicks to Udo. Outside Hood. Rubio in the corner. Can they get it? It's rebounded by West. West has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
One thing we've seen from the Warriors is that this team's ability to turn things on and just put teams away is remarkable. They hit a switch, the defense causes some turnovers, and in the blink of an eye, 10, 12, 15 points, and you're down big.
And so here is Golden State following the shot by Alec Burks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Knocks down the 3 ball. Cephalosha's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One thing that Cephalosha continues to do well is stretch the floor with the outside shot, something he shows off there.
And it's Cook missing.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Rubio, good look. It's rebounded by Golden State. West has got 5 rebounds tonight. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Warriors have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Some changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant comes in for Young, and it's Livingston in for Cook. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Udo. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Hood, and it's Mitchell in for Ricky Rubio. Well, we have so many great spot-up shooters in this league, but from what you've seen, who are some of the best shooters off the dribble?
The first guy I think about, Kevin, is Kevin. It's Durant, though, not you. I know you're a great shooter.
I was a good shooter.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant's efficiency after transferring over from OKC to Golden State, it's really remarkable how much he's learned to play without the basketball, yet still having a career-efficient year. Him off the dribble is dangerous for anybody.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. Here's Favors. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
No good from McCaw. Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Favors with the screen. Burks kicks to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Burks. 6 to shoot. Favors with the screen. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And he overshot that one, missing.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And this is where KD is so versatile. The defense playing him to shoot. He spots the open man, hits them with the perfect pass.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. And the pass to Johnson. Back to Burks. Favors with the screen. And here's Johnson outside. Doesn't go for him. So Golden State will take it the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
It's good from long range. Johnson's got 7 points.
Well, Joe Johnson, a good shooter for all the time he spent in the NBA. That's solid.
Here's McCaw. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's the Warriors on the break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Mitchell kicks to Johnson over Iguodala. Johnson can't hit.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
McCaw.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Mitchell dishes to Johnson. Pass to Favors. They need this. Ingles against Durant. Durant drawing the double team over Ingles. And it's Golden State with another.
Needing very little space to get off that signature jumper. Durant torches some pretty good defense that time.
Here's Mitchell. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He dishes it to Favors. Works with it. Guarded now by Durant. Just 4 to shoot. And Durant comes to help. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by West. West has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Durant, no good. The Jazz shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. The wide open look here for Ingles. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for West. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Patrick McCaw. He's off on the second.
Go back over the history of the Warriors, and something I'm quite familiar with growing up in the Bay Area. The fans of this team really suffered through a lot, now enjoying the golden age of Golden State Warrior basketball.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 7. Here's Mitchell, and Durant sends it back.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
And the Warriors, as we all know, were a slumping franchise from the late 70s up until this current run. Only 6 playoff appearances from 1978 to 2012.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that, Kevin, because I was going to the games growing up as a kid in the Bay Area. But amazing to see that this franchise has found some success and that they found it in Oakland for the fans who have starved for this kind of play for so long. 40 years between championships, and now the golden era for the Golden State Warriors. And for Kevin Durant, one area that he excelled in last season was his rim protection. He used his length and timing to disrupt a lot of shots, and I think that's what he focused on. Joining the Warriors, you knew he was going to score, but he wanted the responsibility and came through defensively for Golden State.
The first free throw is good. And Durant's rim protection was a big help to the Warriors and their defense, certainly. Durant and Green, Brent, combined to be one of the best defensive duos in the NBA.
And I'm not sure if we still think of Kevin Durant in the stopper mode, Kevin. I think we were really shocked, though, last year about how effective he could be as a team defender, using his length and having an impact around the rim and painted area like he did last year.
Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. And you begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Livingston, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists now in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 7, and here's Ingles outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Mitchell, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Durant. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Nick Young's checked in for Durant, and Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. The Jazz also changing it up. Udo's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Johnson, and Hood subbed in for Joe Ingles. .34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Mitchell passes to Udo, put on the wing. And Young comes over to help, stolen by Thompson. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Well, Pachulia is 7 feet tall and can do that. Gets up for the jam.
Hood with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with it.
Mitchell. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip, they put together a masterful 12-0 run. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, how about their ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
So we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Joe Ingles. Mitchell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Johnson, and it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Johnson, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And there's the call on Durant, and that'll be his third foul so far. And here's Rubio. Johnson the screen from deep Ingles. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation play.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell. Off target with his 3. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got 20 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now, here's Rubio. Tight defense on him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Derek Favors.
How about Draymond rising up into the contact? He's a good offensive player who finds his way this time to get to the free throw line.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
The first free throw is good. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
And Draymond Green was asked if he would be a different player, Brent, if he wasn't so vocal. His response was that he absolutely would.
Well, he's 100% right. I played with Gary Payton in Seattle, and if he wasn't yapping, he wasn't playing as well. I would say that Draymond Green falls into that sort of category. He brings an edge, he brings an intensity, and that helps the other guys on the team settle into the roles that they feel most comfortable with.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Here is Rubio. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Johnson to halt the run. And Pachulia pulls it down.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Took him no time at all on that one. 23 points for Kevin Durant.
And we've seen it so many times throughout his career. Durant putting on a scoring clinic on the hardwood.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Favors, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. On offense, here are the Warriors. They've got a 13-2 run going. And Green slams it in.
And you got to like what they're doing offensively, executing at a high rate and starting to pile it on.
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through the game now, and we're starting to see them take more and more control. They look very confident in what they're doing.
They double him with Green. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Back to Rubio. The Jazz working the ball around now. And he banks in the layup. 25 points for Kevin Durant.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here's Rubio. 8 points for him. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
Green against Ingles. Here's Livingston. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Livingston's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rubio dishes to Favors. Over to the left wing. From beyond the arc. Good on the triple. 11 points in the game. Here's Golden State. They're on a 19-7 run. Pachulia the pass to Green. Over Ingles. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rubio outside. Durant with the steal. Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Livingston, that's good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Rubio outside. And Favors kicks to Rubio. Rubio can't get that one to fall. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. And a switch here also for Utah. Burks is checked in. Utah has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Rubio outside. Poked loose. Pass to Ingles. The three. And the three ball is good. Ingles has got 6 in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Utah has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. They set the screen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Johnson.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing.
Right side Durant. Joe Johnson pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Rubio outside. Tries from 10. Warriors with the rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. A break for college players who decide to stay in school for their junior and senior years. In some cases, it's been hurting their draft stock. Sometimes it helps. Can you talk about why we see a difference in the two?
I think what happens, Kevin, is that in any given collegiate season, that next year, there's another opportunity for a brand new crop of players. Maybe not the star guys that are going into college as freshmen, but guys who just played their freshman year or in their sophomore season take their next step. And so guys who are juniors and seniors might be looked at as not advancing fast enough or not as much potential, with guys a year behind them being better players.
Now, here's Burks, following the shot by Kevin Durant. It's stolen by Livingston. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Utah's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And Rubio kicks to Udo. Rubio. Thompson comes with the double team. Stolen by Thompson. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Jerebko's checked in for Johnson. And Hood subbed in for Ricky Rubio. The Jazz have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Hood can't get it to go. Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. 13 feet away. And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Doesn't go that time. And it's Utah the other way. And here's Cephalosha for 3. It's rebounded by West. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
What I like to see there, Durant no longer shies away from contact inside. Nowadays, he is the aggressor.
Burks kicks to Jerebko. Nice ball movement by Utah. Feeds it to Burks. Dishes to Cephalosha. And Iguodala comes to help. Just 5 on the clock. Hood the pass to Burks. From the arc. Utah the rebound. Udo with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And that one drops for him. Burks has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Thompson with the bucket.
Coaching staff loves it when Klay Thompson mixes it up, that time on the drive.
Burks dishes to Udo. He feeds it to Burks. Thompson comes with the double team. West with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And Thompson throws it down.
Good predictive steal by Klay Thompson. Makes a great read. Snatches that one away. Gets in the passing lane.
Down low. Here's Cephalosha. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So here's Burks after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. What is nice to see from Iguodala in the tail end of his career, Brent, is that he has actually gotten more efficient from the floor.
Well, Iguodala does a good job of picking and choosing his spots, and I think having the teammates that he has, drawing that kind of attention, guys like Curry, Durant, and certainly Klay Thompson from the perimeter, opens up opportunities that Iguodala just can read so very well. Doesn't need to be risky with anything he does offensively.
Now here is Cephalosha after the miss from Klay Thompson. Burks kicks to Hood. Back to Burks. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
So it's Utah now. He kicks to Udo. Hood for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hood's got 8 points.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Now here is Cephalosha after the miss from Klay Thompson. Outside Hood. The feed now to Udo. Clock at 6. They double him with West. Udo kicks to Jerebko. Warriors with the rebound. Cook's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
That's something Iguodala would like to do just about every time. A good scorer around the rim.
1:19 left to play in the 3rd. Now Burks. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. The shot's good from Jerebko. Jerebko's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
And it's West missing. Utah shooting it well here in the 3rd, about 50%. Burks the pass to Udo. And Udo with the stuff.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Iguodala dishes to West. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for the Warriors. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, West. Utah shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And David West gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pachulia, he's checked in for David West. Mitchell kicks to Udo. The 3 from Cephalosha. McCaw grabs the miss.
But sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Young. It's rebounded by Udo. Udo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it to Urebko. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Young. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Pachulia is out there with Bell. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Cook in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Young's shot is off. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Neto, the pass to Urebko. Here's O'Neal. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Shoots from the right block, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Screen by O'Neal. There's the dish to Mitchell. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Hey, Brent, when you look at the All-Star balloting, it's amazing how many worthy point guards have to be left off the roster. How'd the league end up with so many great players at that position all at once? It's an amazing story.
It has been an incredible crop. Really the golden era of point guards. And the one guy who I feel really badly for over the course certainly of the last 5 or 6 seasons is one Mike Conley. Any coach in the league would take Mike Conley at the drop of a hat, yet he's dealing with, over the course of his career, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups, Chris Paul. Should I go on, Kevin? It is a very, very tough position.
Those names, it says it all. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's the screen. Here's Urebko. Cranes the 3-pointer.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That can change things.
Here's Bell. Rebounded by Urebko. Urebko's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Here's Neto. Bradley kicks to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Utah with a fresh 24. To the left side wing. Pass to Urebko for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Urebko's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Bradley kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bradley. Passes it to O'Neal. He dishes it to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. And Utah, another three.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Pachulia. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Persistence from Pachulia. Say that 5 times fast, Kevin.
Neto kicks to Bradley. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. If you ever did decide to go into coaching, Brent, would you also like to be the general manager to ensure you have the players that you really want to coach?
Well, I'd also like a new car and a Learjet, Kevin. If I could get those two, I'll try my best. But
I hear you. I know.
I really think that relegating that role to somebody else that you can be on the same page with is the best way to go. It's a fresh set of eyes.
That's the key. I totally agree.
Fresh set of eyes, and they have the time to devote to what your team and your roster is going to need while you make sure you're developing the roster yourself. So I think having a general manager do his job and a coach do his job might be the way that I would prefer to do things, although we've seen other guys have success in both roles.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Bell.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Utah's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to O'Neal. Bradley kicks to Neto. Feeds it to Urebko. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Another miss by Utah.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done
that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. Here's Neto. Brent, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't look as emotionally charged nowadays, at least just by the first appearance. Is there a way to get that back the way it was?
I don't think so, Kevin, just because everything is too accessible for us. It used to be that the distance between those cities seemed to be the exact mileage that the cities were that far apart. Now you can pick up your phone and you feel like if you're in San Francisco, you might as well be in LA.
Sure.
And so it's really hard to get that dynamic to happen. It's got to happen more organically, which is what we've seen between Golden State and Cleveland appearing in the finals the past couple years. That's really helped the league to see those two teams do battle for the league's greatest prize.
O'Neal against Young. Young with the steal. It's Bell on the wing. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Bell's got 6 here in this quarter. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Mitchell kicks to Urebko. Wide open. That's short off the rim. Golden State's gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Took him no time at all on that one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Mitchell kicks to Bradley. Brent, if your team won't be competing for a championship, talk about the balance between giving your first-round picks or young players the playing time they need to develop against making them earn their minutes. That's a very fragile movement back and forth.
I agree, Kevin. Such a tight rope to walk because you don't want to upset veterans on your team who still want to go out and compete on a nightly basis. And you also want to make sure that your rookies just aren't opening the door for them to go out and do whatever it is they want to do on the floor because of your team's situation. So I think that's where the communication between the coach and the staff and how it is that the player is developing, you just don't dole out the minutes for that player's progression.
how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. O'Neal up top. Over Young. They get the rebound. And Bradley gets it to go.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Dishes it to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to O'Neal. Fires the three. Yarebko can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count it. Here's Neto. Brent, many teams have cracked down on cell phone use during practices and during games. Can anything be done on a league level in that regard?
Hold on, Kevin. I'm getting a call.
Okay, good. Yeah. Can you put him on hold for just a second?
Yeah, Mom, I'm talking to Kevin Harlan. Yeah, it's a different age. I don't think the league, Kevin, can do anything with regards to how players use their mobile devices. That's up to the team and how it is a coach make sure that the demands of what your practice schedule is and your game schedule and your attentiveness to those times that you need to be there, that takes precedent.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the Warriors making a change here. West is checked in. Utah also making some changes. Udo's checked in for Bradley. Cephalosha comes in for O'Neal. And Alec Burks subbed in for Mitchell. And so Cook nails both of them. Jazz have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. On the wing, Cephalosha. He kicks it to Yarebko. Offline with his three. And here's Golden State. They're on a 19-7 run. No good from McCaw. Utah shooting about 47% here in the fourth. The feed to Yarebko. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Yarebko's got 15 points here in the second half. Young for three. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Burks kicks to Yarebko. Nice ball movement by Utah. Inside. Cephalosha misses. Now here's West. Here's Pachulia. Rebounded by the Jazz. Udo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it to Burks. Here's Yarebko. But they recover it. Knocks it loose. Young outside. Here's Pachulia. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Pachulia's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, the D is doing their best, but Pachulia right now playing big.
Yarebko kicks to Cephalosha. The pass to Neto. To the inside. Here's Udo, and he banks in the layup.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
And it's West in the corner. And the rejection by Udo. Here's Neto. Granted, is an era of shorter player contracts, sometimes with opt-outs after 1 or 2 years. Does that breed too much of a win-now mentality among teams?
Well, so shorter contracts, Kevin, but taller players?
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Okay, all right. It's interesting the way that teams want to set themselves up. Obviously, if you have a bona fide star, you want to do what you can to lock him up and have him as part of your organization. And the concrete and the foundation for what you do moving forward. But a lot of guys certainly on the move and on loan for seasons where they want to take a shot at the true contenders. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
The dish to Cephalosha. It's blocked.
That's great anticipation by Pachulia, using his length to turn that shot away.
Cook. He can't get that one to fall. And Utah the other way now. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
A free throw off from Urepko. Golden State's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless, 6 for 6 tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Burks. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And that one drops. McCaw has got 9 points here in the second half. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. There's the steal. Here's Cook. Pachulia. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Burks kicks to Neto. Back to Burks. There's the screen. Pass to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 6. Here's Udo. Passes it to Burks. West with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Utah called for the foul.
Your Warriors, David West, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, West. And both free throws good for West. Here's Neto. And David West gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Or could be just wanting to execute well down the stretch. Don't want to leave any room for chance.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zaza Pachulia.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Warriors miss again. Burks with it. Jerebko, the pass to Neto. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Andre. Good game for you and the team tonight. Is this a bigger win considering the team you beat?
I think it's just a good win, period. You know, we can't really think about who our opponent is. So it was a good matchup, good way for us to measure ourselves, and we got another big one Friday.
Always another game on the schedule, Dre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.